first thing you're going to want to do is use either Emolga or Rotom. And the reason for this is because Shadow Mewtwo wants to dominate field phase. Shadow Mewtwo lives off of getting burst. Emolga is going to punish side Y, jumping Y if they come down without using like Earthquake or something. And even if they do come down with Earthquake, it'll punish that as they're coming down. It'll punish Psywave Blast as they're charging it, or if they let go level 1 or level 2. But also, you can use Rotom. I personally prefer Rotom because Rotom stops jumping Y completely. So let's just go ahead and start with that. When you see side Y, just block that and walk back. But when you see that, you want to lower Shadow Mewtwo's speed so it can't run all over the screen. But if you can catch it going up, then you can actually get the full punish. So let's see if we can catch it going up. If you can hit them going up immediately, then you get that full punish. So it really shuts them down. It shuts them down in field or dual phase as well, if they're doing a lot of jumping Y. Shadow Mewtwo's one of its most annoying attacks is forward Y. If I'm throwing out buttons, you know, and just trying to contest Mewtwo with homing or anything, I'm going to get hit by that. But what you can do, if you'll notice, if you walk to the side, and then just confirm, okay, walk to the side, block, walk to the side, block to make sure it doesn't track you. Usually if you're really close, it can still track you. But if you walk to the side from like about that distance, it's not going to ever hit you. So you can like whiff punish that, forward Y, whatever forward Y you have. I wonder if Lucario can side Y it. In fact, you can see that. Yeah, you can side Y. So these are some of Shadow Mewtwo's most annoying attacks, just to keep you out in field phase. But this is what you're going to want to be doing. All this stuff is free meter. Whenever you see this stuff, this is free meter. Oh, it has me on 0, so let's put it to normal, actually. There you go. That is not good for Shadow Mewtwo. If I'm absorbing attacks out here, that means I can get burst, which Shadow Mewtwo cannot deal with Lucario's burst. Did you see that jumping Y? That gave so much. Let me see that again. That is way too much. So you can just be all day CADCing all that stuff, because it's not going to pierce you. And you're not going to get your shield broken if you're CADCing. So that's the first step. You want to get Shadow Mewtwo comfortable throwing at the side Ys and jump Ys, and then CADCing it, but you want it to be moving towards the corner. Because when Shadow Mewtwo's doing jump Y and all this side Y stuff, because side Y moves it to the side every time, it's going to get stuck at the wall, and then once you see it trying to jump out, you CADC whatever it comes down with. If it comes down with, let's say it comes down with Earthquake, right? Get that punish. And did you see how much? Did you look at it? I was at 0 meter. I was at 0 meter. That is way too much meter. Shadow Mewtwo is going to get destroyed if you're doing that. So we want to move it to the corner and then CADC what it comes down with. If you see it jumping too much, you pop the Rotom, or you Emolga if you see it side Y, or you see it jump Y, pop that Emolga when it's coming down. But let's deal with dual phase now. First of all, if they don't have EV, this is not going to do hit stun until the very last hit. I'll show you. I can block until the very last hit. So what you want to do, if you're all the way in the back though, and you try to run through, you can still get hit. So what you want to do is you always want to be moving forward. So if you get clipped at the end, you can dash out. And what you'll do is you can go for Bone Rush or whatever you want to go for. But you always want to be moving forward. If you're like hesitating, you're like, should I go, should I go, should I go? You're going to get hit. If you're really scared, you can just block. But what I suggest is always moving forward so that even if you get hit by the very end of this, you can dash out. But I suggest always moving forward. You don't even want to stand in that range. You want to stand like right here. Because this is the tip of that range where the pillar's not going to hit you, but 6X is also not going to hit you. You want to stand like around here. This is a good range. When you get inside of pillar range, Shadow Mewtwo is going to want to start going for this. Alright, so what I'm going to do By the way, if you ever do block one of these, dash after you block. So if I've blocked one, then I dash. If you're not sure of when to dash, block the first one, then dash. Then you're out of there. Even if they had Eevee, let's pretend he has Eevee. Let's put Eevee on. But even if he has Eevee, dash anyway. Doesn't matter. Just dash. You block one, you dash. You don't have to take that. There's no reason to be taking that. You need to be dashing inside that range, and then you're in the range for Psywave Blast. This is the deal with Psywave Blast. You can go under it with moves that low profile. Regardless of whether they have anything personally that I would really use, it's kind of suspect. Like, I don't really like the hitbox on this, but if you have like a really good slide, it'll switch to a different character. Alright, again, block the first, dash under. Alright, so Weevil can definitely go, but let's see if I can do it on reaction though. Let's see if we can only react. Charging, then slide. Okay, so you definitely can. It's just Shadow Mewtwo can do it, Sceptile can do it, a lot of characters can do it, Shadow Lord can do it, Shadow Lord has to time it. But that's the very beginning of duel phase. That's the start. One of the other things Shadow Mewtwo is gonna do is when it gets close to you, let's go to slot. It's gonna start doing some of these shenanigans, right? Let's say you block this and you try to press something. Say you try to tech, you eat it. Let's say you try to grab. I don't know if Weevil can grab. Nope, from that far, Weevil's not even gonna be able to grab. So it looks pretty nasty. But mid-screen, what you're actually gonna want to do is you want to dip. That's all you do. You just dip. Like, oh, what are you gonna do? And then what's Weevil's best punch from here? I don't know what Weevil can punish with. In the corner, you're definitely gonna have more issues. Let's see if Weevil's hitbox is small enough to do this trick though. Oh no, he can't do it. Okay, but some characters can just stand still. But from mid-screen, that's not even a thing. Now at the wall, you're gonna want to duck slightly and then block, and I'll show you why. Because if they go for this mid-screen, I think you can just duck and then walk back. Yeah, mid-screen's probably the best. I think you probably should not try to contest it that much in the corner, but mid-screen you duck, then you walk back. So block, block, duck, and then walk back. Block, block, duck, walk back. Yeah, there you go. Mid-screen, super effective. Corner, kind of tough. Especially with Weevil's grab range, because I'm not even going to hit him. I think if you had a better grab range, it would be easier. Or if you had like an air grab, like Charizard, you could grab him going up in the air, but Weevil can't do any of that. Also, when you make this whiff, hold on. You could use Rotom if that's how you feel. There's no real need to do it, but you can definitely do that. The same concept applies to if they do 6x if you block that. Now, something else that Shadow Mewtwo's get away with a lot, including myself, is when they do a string, let's say they do this. They'll do 6x into Psywave, and then they'll flamethrower you. And if you try to contest that, you can go under it, but if you try to like anti-air like someone that is thinking, you're gonna get hit. So you just have to remember that this move, flamethrower, it's a high. So you can duck that. No matter what the hitbox looks like, it looks like it's on top of me, it's a high. So you can definitely duck that. And then if you see it, then you can whiff on it. What else could I do? Let's see if I could. Weevil can't throw, but other characters can throw. That's very useful. Even mid-screen, it's the same thing. You could just slide or just back up. Another thing you could do, if you don't have a low stance, is you can, well, Weevil's grab range is trash, dude. Is you can walk, there you go, you can CADC when they go for the flamethrower. Alright. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to backdash the Vortex. We're going to backdash the 6x. Alright, let's see if I can backdash throw also. What? Why can I not backdash throw? I guess it's because I did it so late. Well, I guess the thing with throw is if they do it meaty, you can still get grabbed for like, what, 90 damage? But my point is you'll avoid 6x, you'll avoid Vortex, and if you do avoid the 6x, then you can punish them for that. So definitely keep in mind backdashing, especially if you have a ghost backdash. Backdash will get rid of pretty much all of Shadow Mewtwo's media options from mid-screen. The worst thing that can happen is they go for a delayed throw. But the last thing that I want to cover was Burst Shadow Mewtwo. Okay, so Shadow Mewtwo has a very changed jab in Burst. Instead of being a high, it's a mid-low. I don't even know why they did that, but the thing is, a lot of people are going to do this, and they're going to keep on repeating this. 8x is a pretty good option if they try to do it twice. Because the way you want to challenge this is you want to take advantage of the fact that this is a mid-low. You can jump over it. Whoa, Weevil's jump is trash. Is it that trash? Do you guys see that? Weevil's the only character I've ever seen that can't jump over that. This is a mid-low, and this dude can't jump over it. That's actually crazy. That character sucks. Alright, we need a new character. You can challenge this either by jumping, or what I personally prefer is 8x, because the only way that Shadow Mewtwo is really going to stop 8x, I want to get him to do the first one. Yeah, that'll go over the jab too. The only way he's really going to stop 8x is if he does like a random 8y. Even if you backdash, let me see what happens if he backdashes. Oh, he can't even backdash that. And you're usually in the corner against Shadow Mewtwo. From mid-screen though? Oh, he can't even backdash. Come on. Alright, so that's really good. That's a good look. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, Min says they'll commit to something after the Miracle Light. So if they commit to the throw or a jab again, or a backdash, you're going to get hit. Unless they go for an 8y, in which case you'd need an Eevee. But then you could do your, like, 11 frame move. But 8x is a really good option there. Because Shadow Mewtwo, it can't dip. It can't go anywhere. It has to, like, do, like, Psywave into, like, the jump. That's why I started doing more. But that's really important. So what Shadow Mewtwo is going to try to do is he's going to try to whiff punish your 8x. So you want to chill out after you've done one, because you don't want to like just keep mashing it. But after you've done one, just back up. You know, you don't want to throw out too many buttons from far away, but once Shadow Mewtwo gets close, that's when you want to throw out your 8x. What else? Remember that Pillar in burst mode is a heavy. They don't need their attack up. As you can see, it'll still get you that full combo. So just keep that in mind. I think that's kind of the basics of how to deal with Shadow Mewtwo. But you know what I think is a better idea than just talking about it for the rest of the stream? Since Minz is in the chat, we're going to do a set. We're going to do a first to 10 versus Young Minz. And I'm going to demonstrate this stuff in real time. Real time. Let's do it. You ready, Minz?